We'll definitely have to run poster if we're doing a chase build. What other add-on should we run, chat? We could do rapid as well. The problem is that, okay, so rapid sounds like it would be decent, maybe not great, but decent on this killer. The big issue with that is the fact that you're usually not going to be M1ing for your initial hit. You're gonna be throwing an axe and then M1ing. You know, it's kind of backwards. Right, if you did, yeah, if you changed up your play style and you actually just try to use the axe for its effects, essentially, it's not like an awful play, but very often you're just as good off just simply getting the hit in, you know, as you would be to just throw it at the ground and get the effects and schmooze, especially if they're actually holding M1. Holding W, I mean. I kind of want to try that though. I kind of want to try it just to see how it would feel. What else can we do for haste? Anything else? There's always machine learning. It's a solid perk. Like, no, it's not going to be the main gen regression sort of play, but it's fucking incredibly good for just supplemental, you know, I mean, not gen regression, but for haste and, you know, when you're kicking, it's good for supplemental chase, you know, effects and all that. Fuck it, dude. We'll do machine learning. I don't know. I mean, either that or batteries, I would say, or maybe both. Let's just go all out with haste. Fuck it. Why not? Bro, wait. Do these stack? Would the 7% stack with batteries? It does. All right, this is kind of a wacky build, but I just want to see what this looks like. What other add-on should I use, chat? Hook or access panel? Right, I was looking at hook too. Should we just do that? Just nothing but haste. Literally nothing but haste. This is a full-on, exclusively haste-based build. I'm gonna be schmoovin', that's for sure. Yeah. Wish me luck, chat. I don't know if this is gonna be a build that sounds fun and at least decent on paper, but trash in execution, or if it's actually gonna be decent. I'm here. Bro, it's such a big drop off, man. Here we go. What's our haste look like? Oh, we are hauling ass. That's pretty fast. We're essentially just gonna have haste for the entire match. That would have hit me? No, I'm not trying to hit them though. Okay, so for anyone who's confused, this build is, again, totally haste-based, okay? It's all essentially just surrounding haste. What I need to do is the opposite of hitting them with the axe. I need to throw the axe down, get the haste effects, hit them with an M1, get more haste effects, and then I can hit them with the axe, if need be. But not until then. $15%. God, I am fucking moving. Is it gonna be the best thing ever on him? Obviously no. Will it be a viable option if you want speed? Yeah, at the moment, it's looking like it might be. It very well may be. no, 12% haste. %15 haste again. Oh my god. So essentially what you're trying to do is just constantly keep up your haste. We are damn near always in haste for this entire match. Very close to it. And then we can hit them as well if we want to get a crazy amount of haste. But the problem with that, the only issue with that is that they will also get the haste. Yeah, this is the real deal Peepo speed build. I'm sorry. Honestly, I didn't even realize that was, I didn't even realize who I was fucking swinging at right there. Oh my god. The dead hard. Well, I guess we'll chase you now. I'm sorry, Sharp. That was not what I was initially trying to do to you. But I'm going all out this match, trying to see what I can do. 7% haste, and now we're at 10%. Back at 10% haste. Now 17 with the gen. 12% haste after rapid brutality kicks in. Dude, yeah, it's essentially just constant haste. 14% for game of foot, which we have actually had very little usage for so far. 7%, 17%, 22 fucking percent. God damn. So essentially, again, the gameplay loop would be to pick gens when you can, throw out your X when you can, break pallets if and when you can, rinse and repeat. Y'all were really trying to blind me right out the gate. God damn. Real dubious. Very dubious of you. Who the fuck tried that? No, I know, MC. Again, this was me just literally wanting to run a full haste build. Like, kind of whatever I could get to add haste, you know? Is it the best? No. Probably not. But is it making a difference? Sometimes. It is by far the least likely to actually activate, to proc. And overall, the least beneficial on the build, for sure. No. I don't think maybe. I fucking hate that perk, man. Honestly. But would it help? Yeah, actually, that might not be a bad idea. Noed? Sure, but then you're resigning yourself to only getting haste at the end of the match. I like the idea of furtive, though. Yeah, that one I would actually try. Oh shit, that axe. Oh yeah, I forgot he had a life. Beautiful.
No escape.
So y'all saw that galaxy brain fucking axe? It was all planned all along. Definitely. I definitely knew he was gonna go into that room with the pallet and that I would get my haste in there. It's just too fast to react to, what, that amount of haste? I know, I caught Raiden too at a pallet because I'm zooming and just kind of swinging. So, okay, again, I'm not saying this is gonna be his best build, but this is a legitimately viable option for him. We are essentially always at least 7% haste at all times. And it can get all the way up to like 25% at times. And all we gotta do is throw out our axe to have 17% base. That is without batteries included or anything else. Dude, I actually kind of love that build. It was like a mini game for me to try to keep haste at all times. Now, there is one big issue with any build that's like this, and that is people just flat out gen rushing the fuck out of me. You know, I'm not gonna have much defense against that, except for the fact that it'll benefit me marginally. With machine learning, I'll get a little bit of benefit. That's it. Wait, what about Unbound? I didn't even think about that. That might be actually the play. See, the whole thing is that I want something that will give me quick and easily accessible haste to stack on to everything else. I don't want something that's going to require me to get to the obsession like furtive and PYF. I just want something that's, you know, going to essentially just give it to me on command. Unbound might be better than Game of Foot. I would say probably is better. Game of Foot, the problem is that you're totally... It's almost counterintuitive to a haste build. To have to, while you're stacking fucking 20+% haste, to stop everything you're doing to kick a gen. I meant kick a pallet to add 7% extra. To what is already like 12, 17, or 20+% haste. Is it worth it? Probably not. All right, we're gonna try Unbound with this build. I'm sorry, I know some of you might not enjoy this setup I have right now. It's a little much. Oh yeah, no more Game of Foot. So like that right there is just not really worth it for me. But this could be. Let me do like. Yeah, we'll have to wait though. .15% haste. $10 again. Okay. Oh! So that right there is when the drop off, the fall off of the axe becomes an actual benefit rather than a hindrance. Yeah, no. Look at all that speed. The one thing I do need to remember to do though is kicking the gens. Obviously just to have regression, but for that machine learning. Vault. There we go. 15%. And then 25%. Oh, it's so much. It's kind of so fucking overkill on haste. Man, killers like Myers and shit were like absolutely goated with haste builds, you know. This actually might be the new king of haste based sort of setups now.
Lay there and suffer.
Oh no. No. I'm not trying to kill them at 5 gens. Yeah, you're good. Click the wrong button. My bad. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad idea just to hit him too with the axe. %, haste. That's disgusting. Stop it. Oh, all right, we're going straight through the fucking portal. Jesus Christ. I feel like creepypastas have kind of fallen out of the you know, whole zeitgeist of horror themed culture. Yeah, I never played the games. Dude, I gotta say, something like Bamboozle would be beautiful in a build like this. But we don't have that many slots. I gave you 60% haste? What in the fuck? Off of what? You must have, what? Had a sprint burst or life? Plus my axe? Yeah, I had 33% earlier when I was at Shack with y'all. Which was kind of insane. I'm just going for it. So something I just realized too, which is kind of cool. Oh my god, bro, I'm getting discombobulated. Something that's kind of cool that I'm just now realizing is it also essentially gives you aura when they have the axe in their back like that. It's not, you know, bad info. You can see where they're going around the wall. Grar.
Exquisite. Oh no, so fun.
The max that I can have is like 37 or something like that. Someone popped the kick gen on me at Shack and I was just, I know. That is when I had 30-something% haste. That was the highest it ever went, was when we were at Shack. It's fun, and I think it is relatively viable. It's just, if you're not careful, you could definitely still get fucked by a build like this if people just rush the ever-living shit out of the gens, you know? So if you're gonna run a build like this, you better be at least decent at downing people quick and getting on to the next player. It becomes a bit of a speed run. You have nothing to help you with gen delay. Otherwise, fun build. Would recommend. Poster, hook, batteries included, rapid brutality, machine learning, and a 4th haste perk of your choice. I think this perk can be kind of interchanged. You could run Unbound, you could run Play with Your Food, you could run Furtive Chase, you could run even Noed. But I would recommend Unbound or probably Play with Your Food. Game of Foot's an interesting one, but the problem is that you're essentially like coming to a total standstill just to add 7% haste on to what is already probably multiple stacked haste activations. So is it really worth like stopping to get that extra 7% for Game of Foot? Unless you're at a super long loop or you're at a full-on chase ending palette? No. But I guess in those scenarios, maybe it could help.